Well, welcome back, everyone. I'm JayborinoPlays, and this is Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. We're going to be heading into the Baneling Evolution mission. I think it's Baneling's. It is.
Baneling strain ready for augmentation. Discovered creature with powerful essence. Good adaptation for Baneling. Defeat creature. Assimilate essence. Create new strain.
I think both of these are actually very good. I think they're both very good. It's just, I don't really use Banelings that much. I think my playstyle is more along Wild Mutation, lots of Zerglings, Ultralisks, and then Hydralisks in the back, Roaches for utility, as opposed to swarming with Zerglings so that I can morph them all into Banelings. That's actually a defense someone brought up for Swarmlings, is you can make a shit ton and morph them all into Banelings right away, which actually is a great idea that I've never thought of. I don't really like Banelings that much, even though I think in this campaign, given the way that Terran attacks you all clumped up, they'd be pretty good. I just don't really use them that much.
Planet Nelith. Unique life form present on surface.
Zip zooming down to the ground. Whoa!
Mitoscarab. Organism has evolved elegant survival mechanism. Decentralized nervous system. Upon death, remains become two lesser creatures.
I want the Mitoscarab essence assimilated before the Protoss know we're here.
Alright, so this is the Splitter Strain, or we're going to get the Splitter Strain for killing this thing. Got him! Got him again! Alrighty, that's it.
Acquire additional essence. Prime Mitoscarab near.
So this one splits, I think, 3 times instead of just 2. Yep, no problem. And I think in these evolution missions, you get more Banelings if you use too many. Like, you can't really lose. Alright, I think now we get our Splitter Strain.
Spinning sequence into Baneling strand. Augmented Banelings ready for combat.
Excellent. Let's introduce the Protoss to our new friends.
I do like how these look, though. How they've got the little glowy green part, the little glowy green butts, I suppose.
Strain splits into 2 smaller creatures upon detonation. Occurs only once. Delivering Banelings now.
You know, I have to say, I personally, again, I think every strain has a good positive, but the ones that they split into just don't do enough damage. They just don't do enough damage, in my opinion. So.
More Banelings arriving now.
Oh, I just realized the objective is only to kill the Colossi. Interesting.
Defend prime.
All right, let's kill the Colossi here. See, like, you could see as they do damage. It's just not that much.
Protoss are finished. Ready your next experiment, Abathur.
Don't we want to see whatever's at that shrine? The Protoss seem to want it.
Scoria. Volcanic resource world. Hostile terrain. Thousands of Banelings subjected to lava. Extreme conditions used to guide evolution.
Ouch.
Over many cycles, adaptation occurs. New strain emerges. Can leap up cliffs to avoid lava.
That's useful.
Successful specimens scattered on surface must gather.
I really like these Banelings. They're so cool. I like that they're purple. I think that's awesome, and I just think they look cooler. And because I don't really use Banelings,
Located here must be collected. Lava rising. Remain on high ground.
since I don't really use Banelings, I'm just gonna pick the one that looks cooler.
Surges at regular intervals. Utilize high ground.
All right, come on. There we go.
Got some movement out here. What's happening?
So if you kill the first Marine that drops out of there, then the rest don't drop, I'm pretty sure. So, also, I love that these things, they leap at enemies like Raptorlings. I love it.
Those things can jump.
That is awesome.
Hercules back to base now. Zerg forces inbound.
Very, very cool. Alright, got it. Let's see if we can hop up here before the lava erupts again. Yeah, we will make it. Awesome. Why would they keep dropping units on top of me when I had all these banelings? Alright.
Dominion mining camp. Extracting minerals.
I see them. Let's test out these new banelings.
Front entrance heavily fortified. Banelings unable to pass.
The base is built into the cliffs. Our banelings can travel overland and drop in from the back.
That's why you're the Queen of Blades, Kerrigan. You think about that shit. Any other broodmother would be like, ah, just go in the front, and they'd lose. That's that vision you were talking about, I guess. Alright. So, I think this should really be emphasizing the fact that the banelings can jump at enemies and not necessarily jump up and down cliffs. That's my opinion. But it doesn't really emphasize that. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, got it.
Dominion mining facility destroyed. Experiment successful.
Got him. There is a little delay before they explode.
Sequences ready for integration. Await decision.
But it really doesn't matter because when they blow up, they, I mean, they're still right on top of the enemy. So even if they get killed while they're there. Yeah, again, I just think these are better because they can jump. Like, that's the most important thing, is the fact that they can jump on enemies. And they look cooler, so I'm going to go ahead and get those. If I was using spawn banelings instead of wild mutation, I think I would get the splitter. So that I could just swarm with a bunch of banelings. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and get the hunter strain. There we go.
New strain.
Oh, it looks so cool, too. It looks so cool. Is that it? Okay, so in this video, I also will go ahead and travel to Xeris and do some of the dialogue there. And then I will stop, and then next time we come back, we will go ahead and we will do our first Xeris mission. Alright, so travel. Here we go.
Xeris, birth world of the Zerg. It lies far beyond the Caprulu sector, where no Terran has ventured. You must go to that ancient place, Kerrigan. Learn its secrets, and take its power.
It really sounds like they changed Zeratul either voice actor or the filter over his voice, because he sounds different. He sounded a lot different between Brood War and StarCraft 2, which makes sense, but between Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm, he definitely sounds different. Here he comes again. He's going to fly up in his little Void Seeker, I think. Oh, maybe not. No, he's probably already there. I think he's already there. Now, I think Xeris is, like, near the heart of the galaxy or something. Now, in the original StarCraft, I think that they openly retconned this. They didn't even try to, like, make an excuse. I think Xeris used to be, like, a volcanic ash world, and the Zerg assimilated literally everything on the planet. And here, it's like a lush world where there's still, like, critters around and stuff like that. So it was retconned, but that's okay, I guess.
The power of Xeris called you here.
My need to see Mengsk dead called me here. These Zerg will help me destroy Korhal.
You must let Xeris remake you, Kerrigan. The final war nears, and there is little time.
I don't have to do a damn thing. I will not be a pawn in your prophecies.
But you will do anything to have your revenge.
Anything.
Then that is enough.
Well, alright then. Alright, so we'll talk to people here, but yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity. This is going to be my one time I bitch. And it's not even bitching, I'm just explaining that, yes, in the Brood War, or I should say the StarCraft 1 manual, it explained all, like, the strains of Zerg and where they came from and, like, their backstory. And basically, originally what happened was, the Xel'Naga admitted, they're like, well, we fucked up with the Protoss, so we'll come and we'll create the Zerg, and they made the Overmind, and it was, like, purity of essence sort of thing, right? So the Overmind slowly grew and secretly assimilated the whole planet. Like, every single species on Xeris was assimilated into the Swarm, and then he went and destroyed the Xel'Naga. So in Heart of the Swarm, they've changed it so that the Xel'Naga were involved in creating the Zerg, and then they just left, I guess, and then Amon stayed behind and gave them the Hive Mind. And there were Primal Zerg left behind. So that's the big retcon, and they didn't really try to explain it. They just, I think, sort of just hoped people didn't really read the original manual, because I mean, it was in the manual. It wasn't really part of the game. Either way, it's not something I'm hugely upset about, but I just want to explain that that's what it was in the original game, and it's very hugely different in Heart of the Swarm. Alright.
We came from this place.
The Zerg first evolved here, yes.
I do not like it. A soft world. Char is far superior.
Don't be so sure. Xeris may prove more dangerous than any world we've known.
Alright.
I'm looking through the eyes of my overlords. These primal Zerg are fascinating. They show no signs of age.
All organisms age, even Zerg.
But the primals feed off the essence of individuals. They're in a state of constant evolution. They don't die.
Until they are killed by another primal.
True. The most successful hunters among them must be incredibly ancient and incredibly dangerous.
Alright.
Why are you helping me, Zeratul? You have more cause to hate me than most.
The Zelnaga wish you restored as the leader of the swarm.
You know I don't believe in your mad prophecies.
Your belief is not required. I act for the greater good, though it earns me the hatred of my own people.
Spare me your self-pity, Zeratul. Everyone has to make peace with their own choices.
I made my peace long ago. When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
We all have to pay for our actions someday. I guess your day is almost here.
So, Zeratul, I think, is referring to the fact that he's helping Kerrigan, but also, if you think back to Brood War, he killed the Matriarch, and then found out about the hybrids and Duran, and never went back to Shakuras. So I think that he's never gone back to Shakuras, and like the only Protoss he's really had any contact with was High Templar Karis and the Preservers, I guess? I'm not really sure. I'm not 100% sure. Someone can correct me. But I think he's like, he's not exiled, but like the Protoss all think he killed the Matriarch, so. Alright, does Abathur have anything to say?
What do you think of the primal Zerg?
Dynamic, varied, interesting, messy, unsuccessful.
I thought you'd like them. As individuals, they constantly evolve to be more efficient killers.
Primal Zerg, reactionary, improvised, some good sequences, can steal. Swarm, efficient, careful improvements, successful.
This is when I really start liking Abathur, because he's like pissed at the Primal Zerg, and I like thinking like we came here with like the super awesome swarm and just kicked the shit out of these Primals. These Primals think they're so badass, and we just come and we just kick the shit out of them. I love it. Alright, this has been JayborinoPlays. Thanks so much for watching. I know most of this was watching these cutscenes and listening to me talk, so I'll stop. I'll see you next time, and we're going to get Mutalisks, which is great. See you then, bye.